This is your standing chest press with your feet squared off. In this position, we've got our feet about hip width apart, and just like any other squat, we're going to keep our knees out in line with our feet, especially when we're bearing heavy weight. If you have to squat down to kind of bear the weight that you're pressing here, keep the squat form in alignment. We've got the height of the pulley set to about chest level. You can adjust that if you've been instructed to do so. From here, we're going to keep our spine up tall, head back, shoulders back and down, and we're going to hold our shoulders back and down throughout the motion of pressing forward here. We're not going to press our shoulders through at the end. We're going to keep our shoulders back and down as we get full elbow extension. Now, the palm position, we also want to make sure, unless you've been instructed to do so, we don't want palms all the way flat down, nor do we want them all the way in for this exercise. We want them about 45 degrees out from the body, which means the wrists are also rotated in about 45 degrees, so they stay neutral to your forearm. So from here, your wrists are also going to stay directly in front of the elbow throughout the motion. So wherever the elbow's going, the wrist is going to stay directly in front of that. You're not going to bring your wrists into your sides back here with the elbows flared out. That makes the wrist out of alignment of the forearm. So wrists out when you're back, shoulders back and down, and then wrists come together, but almost just straight out in front of your shoulders to stay always in front of where the elbow is. Notice as I press here, I'm not protruding my head forward. That's a very common imbalance. Use a mirror or a friend to check that. You want to make sure your head stays back through the motion. Sometimes as you might not have that imbalance until you hit some really heavy resistances and you're really pressing hard. Don't fall into that habit of that head protruding forward the motion. Head stays back throughout the motion. And that there are your chest presses.